They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. Stay on attack when attack like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Heat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Big dogs, I don't think they can handle this. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed we emerging victorious. Years, blood, sweat, tears is glorious. I remember when they always ignoring us. Dash, got it on, smash, foot on the gas. I would not.
Okay, Coach, we'll first open way back in 1972. There's a look at Arrowhead Stadium, part of the Truman Sports Complex here in Kansas City. A few short moments ago, these two teams made their way out of the Arrowhead Stadium tunnels, and the noise level in this place was just about off the charts. They're set for football as the Chiefs get set to do battle with the Houston Texans. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On first down, Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high power, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored. You give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack.
All right, partner, I'm going to be Captain Obvious right here. Not the start you're looking for offensively, right? Incomplete pass, followed by a sack.
And when he went down, it looked like that right ankle got turned, but thankfully he popped up okay, and they breathed a sigh of relief on that sideline. Third and long, it's Watson. Big hold of the 30. And he's going to have the hook up to QT. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a fourth down. Fourth down, so the Texans dial up the number of their second-year punter, Trevor Daniel. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 26.
Check. Lucky.
They'll try the left side. Raymond. And right away, he lost the football. And the Texans scoop it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. Well, he's not the starter coming in, getting his first carry off the bench. That's not the way to earn more carries.
You have to stay in the game, even if you're not on the field, right? Stay mentally sharp, stay ready. And above all, when you get into the game, hold on to the football. Don't let the other team have it.
He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down. Throwing again on second down. Watson got a man open. It's Fuller for the Texans touchdown. Will Fuller, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This is taken at his 4.
Let's go. At their own 25
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. The tight end Kelsey was the intended target. That'll bring up second down.
Yellow, FNG-WUANYT. You can't block me. You can't block me.
On the ground, it's Thomas. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
Oh, yeah.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
The Texans here on 3rd down, putting an extra defender in the secondary. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Keep in mind, he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smile.
Yeah, and we didn't jinx him at all, did we?
No.
Because ordinarily that happens. Things fall off, but not in this case. I think a lot of it goes back to his technique. His ability to see the quarterback throw the ball while understanding where the receiver is running his route allows him to make a lot of plays on the football, and he's taking it away at a really high rate.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. To throw is Watson. This one caught by Davis. The 20. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. 2 first-quarter touchdown passes now for Deshaun Watson. And the Texans push further out in front. And he wasn't blocking or running it there. They tossed it to him.
And you remember the good old days when the 49ers were riding roughshod in the league? They use their fullback in pass plays all the time. Roger Craig, Tom Rathman, those guys were terrific at running these types of plays.
This one fielded at the 5. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
Yellow, FNG-WUANYT. Yellow. Hey, Ripple.
Mahomes now on 1st down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. And he's going to be close to a 1st down as the tackle is made at the Texans' 43-yard line. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. They give him 5 yards there, and it's enough for the first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs 1st down. On 1st down, Raymond. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City 1st down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. A first trip to the red zone for KC. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. This is Thomas. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. On 2nd down now, it's Thomas. And a loose football. And the Texans scoop it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. Following the fumble recovery, Watson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this 1st quarter.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Watson, he's going to float this one deep right side. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Follow these two. Let's go, D. It's going to be a long day on this. It's going to be a long day.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 yards there and a 1st down. On 1st down, Mahomes. And an alley to run. And he slides to avoid the hit. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
On 2nd down, Raymond trying to run inside, but nothing there. Jadeveon Clowney there on the stop.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Watch one. Double dog. That's the way.
Oh, nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle it.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, when we go back to our conversation with the defensive coordinator, that type of a play was not a surprise to him. He expected trickery in this game, yet somehow his defense, they still took the cheese and got caught in the mousetrap.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in? Instead, we're looking at a little more of a scat back type, and he's trying to make it happen.
Yeah, they went with the elusive, slippery guy. Couldn't get in there, though. 2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Attack, attack! Chicken, yellow, 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 yellow. Hey, let's go! Let's go!
To throw, it's Mahomes. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill with touchdown number 29, too short of LaDainian Tomlinson's all-time record 31. As they are now on the board here in the first half. The extra point up and good, and that'll make our score 14-7. This is taken at the 3. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Now Watson going to throw again. And the Chiefs are going to get him.
Well, that was their 3rd sack of the ball game. 2nd in the league in sacks coming into this one. They're planning on making it a race to the top, aren't they?
Absolutely. They're looking up at that top spot, but they might be looking down at the 2nd spot pretty soon.
Like 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike. Here we go. Let's bring it.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter. 14-7. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Watson now, throwing on 3rd and long. He's going to look deep down the field. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Watch out for Hill on the return. Now a hit and a loose football. Down the numbers. There he goes. And this will be a touchdown. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Texans push further out in front.
That score was not a game clincher by any stretch of the imagination. But the other team now has to be careful to not let this game begin to slip away.
Fairbairn good with the extra point. And it's now 21-7. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Mahomes going to throw. Flushed out right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Mahomes. Completes it to Hardman. 23 yards the pickup there. Hardman, the 2nd-round pick out of Georgia, really showcased his speed at the combine, running a 4.3 340, and should help give Patrick Mahomes another versatile playmaker to work with at the receiver position.
43! Smoke!
Mahomes now on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
I know we just saw a nice throw and catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
Mahomes now to throw. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Hey, 43, 15.
Looking to throw again on second down. Mahomes. And that is caught by Watkins for a Chief touchdown. Sammy Watkins, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point splits the uprights, and they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. This one fielded at the 5. Now a hit and a loose football, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Point after, right down the middle. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. This is taken at the 3. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And we're under a minute to go here. What's been an even first half all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, just string them together. Could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll make this a 2nd and long. Here's Watson. Looking deep downfield. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
Incomplete. It's 3rd down and 15.
The Texans on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 15. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No first down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. The final shot before the break. Watson. It's caught by Davis. He'll have a first down past the 40. And finally down at the 41-yard line. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10. At their own 23-yard line.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You've got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
They'll keep it on the ground. Raymond. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 11 yards there, first down. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Room here to run. A big play there for KC. Well, this game's ripe for the taking, and that run, I think it means he wants to take it.
Not only does he want to take it, he doesn't care what they're going to do on the defensive side of the ball. You can be prepared for him. He's coming at you anyway.
They'll run it with Williams. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Davian Williams, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point.
There goes Duke Johnson. Past the 20. 10. Touchdown, Houston. Duke Johnson, his first touchdown on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And we are all tied at 28. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. This is taken at his 4. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And these two teams have traded touchdowns so far with their first possessions here in the third quarter, so we're right back to where we started at intermission.
Yeah, how about...
And he loses the football a second time. And the Texans scoop it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations, big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
The first down carry here for Johnson. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Throwing on third down, Watson. And that will be incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
The kick by Fairbairn is good. No one attempted or made more field goals than Fairbairn last year. He was 37 of 42.
And they were grateful for every one of those that put 3 points on the board. I'll guarantee you Bill O'Brien, the head coach, is thinking to himself, we need to use him a lot less in 2019. Let's make sure we score some more touchdowns.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punch in the end zone without turning it over.
Looking downfield for Kelsey. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Travis Kelsey, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs are going to jump back in front. Extra point right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
22, back 22. Yeah. Watch the twist.
And no timeout.
22's coming.
On 1st and 10, Watson. But he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Jeremiah Tauchu. Showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14.
Go. 22 is coming. 22's coming.
Like 31.
Get that ball. Undercrush.
Now it's Watson. And he's going to go down again. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there. Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans.
Like the car.
22's coming. Not today, Rob. Not today.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Watson escaping the pressure. And the pressure gets to him again. The Texans send the punter out, standing just outside his own goal line. We're back now in KC. It's Texans football, but they trail here as we get started in the 4th quarter. The Texans send the punter out. He's been terrific so far. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Here's Hill on the return. That one in the books as a 64-yard punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down if they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up. That'd be the time to do it.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Throwing now is Mahomes. Flush to his right. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Texans scoop it. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden, they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the fourth, a costly turnover. Here's Watson. Following the fumble recovery, he'll throw. They will find Davis. That's complete. He'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll be 2nd down.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. He's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. To throw again on 2nd down. Watson, and he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first. In 2018, Deshaun Watson had 5 fourth-quarter comebacks. Only Drew Brees of the Saints had more with 6. And avoids the contact by sliding. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Watson. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. He's back to throw. And to the tight end here, Safarian Jenkins. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. The Texans on 3rd down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. Back to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 48, 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there, those linebackers. They love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This is taken at the 3.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
their own 18-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get it.
And that's caught inside the 35. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the fourth. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Watson. That's going to be caught. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it. He'll rifle this one deep. And this is caught inside the 5. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Chiefs, they remain as hot as anyone, 6-0 now through the first month and a half. And they'll hit the road next week to take on